If I was his manager, Gervonta's manager, Al Heyman, if I was Shakur's manager, I would say, listen, Roach can fight, but he ain't gonna make no money fighting him. So don't fight him. But he can fight his ass off. So why would you risk that? He got to make himself a draw. So this is Roach's one chance. If he can do the Pitbull Cruise what nobody else has done, meaning beat the dog crap out of him, he could do that. He's going to be a draw. People are going to demand that he sees the top guys after that. Other fights coming up, though. We got Roach versus Pitbull Cruz. And I know Roach is mad, man. He got to be mad at Gervonta. And we'll get into the Gervonta debacle, all that circusry with Jake Paul in a second. But if I'm Roach, I'm pissed off, man. Because I already showed I can deal with Gervonta Davis. But Gervonta don't want to fight you right away, which is smart. This is smart. It's chess, not checkers. Because if Roach loses to Pitbull Cruz or he looks bad, people won't care to see the rematch with him, Gervonta. Now Gervonta can come back to real boxing and avoid Roach, and nobody's going to ask why, right? Because when he comes back after fighting Pitbull Cruz, I don't know if he wins that fight. Like, it's a good fight. Pitbull Cruz is a beast. It's hard to keep him off you, and if you ain't it, he going to show you. Like he's one of those champions that test your heart. He's like a solid C+ on 10. You know what I'm saying? Like he on 100 whole time. But he's a C+ fighter. He don't do nothing real great except for come forward and just pressure you. Right? His pressure is on 100, right? But if you ain't it, if you ain't trained right, if you injured, you hurt yourself in the fight, you doubt yourself when you punch a guy and he's standing right there and keep coming. You hurt your hand on his forehead. You know, you don't like getting hit to the body. You don't like, being inside fighting and all that. He ain't just a gatekeeper. He is the gate, meaning you got to be real to pass through it. You know what I mean? He's like Carlos Baldomir on steroids and quicker. You know what I mean? And short with a Marvin Hagler head, man. Like you can't hurt the guy. You can't. So fighting a Pitbull Cruz is hard for anybody, and you got to be real to be able to win that type of fight. And you can't go in there relying on the fact that you're gonna dominate him physically. You gotta really be able to fight, not just box and not just be smooth. You got to be able to do it all to beat Pitbull Cruz. And I think that's a good fight to watch. It's a bad fight career-wise at this stage for Roach because you want a big money fight. It's not the biggest money fight, and it's dangerous as hell. And he got a style to make everybody kind of look bad. You know what I mean? So it diminishes your ability to make the type of money you want to make after this fight if you don't get to fight Gervonta Davis or Shakur or those guys, right? All those guys are going to stay away from Roach because they should. I would. If I was his manager, Gervonta's manager, Al Heyman, if I was Shakur's manager, I would say, listen, Roach can fight, but he ain't going to make no money fighting him. So don't fight him. But he can fight his ass off. So why would you risk that? He got to make himself a draw. So this is Roach's one chance. If he can do the Pitbull Cruise what nobody else has done, meaning beat the dog crap out of him, he could do that. He's going to be a draw. People are going to demand that he sees the top guys after that. But if he can't, if he looks average, he will get relegated to the same level he is right now. The guy that you avoid, that you can safely avoid because he ain't the draw. He really becomes the Boots of the lightweight divisions. You know what I'm saying? Because Boots is good enough to beat anybody, but he's not a draw yet. He will be, but he's not a draw yet. Because the draws won't fight him to pass that torch to Boots. Because they know once he beats one of those top guys, he is a draw then, because the world will know him, right? He needs one of those types of wins, but he only can get one of those types of wins if you get in the ring with him. You know what I mean? So it's up to Roach to pull that out and do what he got to do with that. And I think, I think he got it in him. I like what he did against Gervonta when I watched that fight. I've seen Gervonta kind of lull guys to sleep in the past, and he tried that with Roach, and Roach was ready for everything he had. But the proverbial cliche of styles make fights is a real thing. So you don't know if Roach's style just gives Gervonta problems, and his history with him gives him problems. He knows him. He's not scared of him. He's not nervous, right? that could be the reason he looked so good against him. But will he look that good against everybody, right? So this is his chance to show that. We're gonna see it. We're gonna see what's up.